So the tearlist is reliable slash man's best friend, good but does nothing, okay but hard work, potentially dangerous pet or dies too quick. Okay, so we got various pets, or various standards. Um, what's this one? Birds and budgies. Well, if you get the stick that they can sit on, and they don't fly away, or the cage they can go in, and then eventually get used to that environment. However, if you got a secret, they'll listen to it, but they'll probably like squeak it out. Uh, well, no, it doesn't go and dies too quickly. Dangerous pets? No, surely not. Okay, the hard work. You can say, was it good but does nothing? Was it? They might fly a bit, they might speak a bit, but they're too good for those ones. Next, cat. You look after a cat. Maybe cute, but potentially dangerous. It could scratch you and was it? I don't know. Yeah, if you're lucky if you got a good cat. If you got a good cat, you know it's good. Then you know it's a good cat. But it can still scratch you, and there you will go to other homes or whatever. So I know potentially dangerous. I might move this up and change it, but oh yes, what a perfect looking dog. Doesn't look perfect. Reliable, man's best friend. Next, use goldfish. You've seen them. You win, say something in a carnival. Put those in effect. They give you fish in a plastic bag. Now, if the fish doesn't suffocate in the plastic bag or whatever, you'll probably die when you put it in the fish bowl when you get back home. I'm like, come on, you know which area it's going in. Dies too quickly. I'm sorry, but this fish, you'll win in carnival. You might as well just keep it to make fish fingers.
If you look after them, they'll.
Yes, but that's the thing. That is the thing. I'm going to argue with my owner of our website here. You spend so much time to win the fish. You get given it in a plastic bag. Now, if it doesn't suffocate in that small area, or if once you put it in a bowl, like in between plastic bag, dry bowl, if it doesn't die and flat like that on the land for a split second in between bag and bowl, or bowl if they're like the water's not ideal water for the fish, I'm sorry, but it is as good as dead.
Okay. Or if you've got a cat, it's definitely dead.
Yeah. Moving on. Okay, hamsters. I think I've had a few pet hamsters. I've like gnawed their way out of the cardboard boxes. A few times been run over by the car from the right next to the car park by the pet store. Or we've had like, was it the hamster ball, which has been kind of cool, or the where you know where they did the thing with like that. So that's kind of like cool. I'd say okay, but hard work. It's like you still gotta feed it, but it's like not like it's potentially dangerous, gonna like bite you. Like it might gnaw you, but it won't bite you. But it'll be fun because it's got the hamster ball and hamster maze. So okay, but hard work. I might change the order of these potentially. I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna stay there. Might change that. Okay, this picture is a picture of a postcard which has loads of different lizards. Lizards! Well, they look good. They might jump around, or they might be like Komodo dragons, just like walk really slowly, or lucky you do nothing, or I don't know. It depends on what sort of lizard. Like one of the lizards on here, if you look closely enough, looks like this big thing from Jurassic Park. But lizards, are they dangerous? Are they hard work? They don't die too quickly. I don't know. It depends on what lizard it is. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in yet again. Good, but does nothing. I wouldn't say nothing, but in this case, it's a not much, but definitely not nothing. As I said, I haven't got a good but does not much. I got a good but does nothing. Rabbits. Oh my goodness me! I had 2 pet rabbits when I was younger. They had like a set rabbit cage. They were like given, as you say, they said, keep these rabbits in a cage. They'll be friends. They were not friends like in Watership Down. They kept on biting each other, biting us. They tried escaping from the cage. It was not friendly like Watership Down. I'm going to have to say, potentially dangerous, I'm afraid. Even too hard for hard work, potentially dangerous purely on the ones that I had, okay? So I'm like, if you have had rabbits and it's been good for you, please comment down below. I'm like, if you have lizards and your lizards do loads of stuff, please comment down below. Those are the 2 main comment down below situations, but I don't know if you got any one of those others, comment down below. But the main 2 comments I want is if you had a lizard or have a pet lizard and it does loads of stuff, I want you to comment down below telling me about your stuff about your pet lizard. If you got a pet bunny and your pet rabbit is as friendly as the one from Watership Down and cute and cuddly, then comment down below. Oh my goodness me. Why did I have to add this? Okay. I'm gonna put a bit of history onto it. Bit of history to do my past or my lord. Okay, when I was in one of my previous colleges, can't remember which college, I had a friend, can't remember his name, but he invited me over to his house once or twice. Now, he had a pet snake. He said it's pet, but it was a big snake. I'm not mentioning his name, because I generally cannot remember his name. Can't remember, I'm not going to mention the college, because I can't remember which college he was from. But he had a pet snake. I'm sorry, but snakes belong in zoos, or snake handlers, or snake charmers, or from Sinbad or Aladdin. I'm sorry, Watership Down, you're going up purely due to the fact that your competition is a snake. Okay, now for the fun stuff. If you were a kid in the 80s and 90s, there's one pet you really, really desperately wanted to have, and it was sea monkeys. Okay, so you'd have like a packet or a box with those cartoon little prawns on, or one would be like a guy, one would be an attractive female prawn, and then there's like, it wouldn't even be that big, it'd be like tiny specks, and what you would have to do is, if the water got too unnatural or too green, you'd have to swap the sea monkeys into clean water. But every time you did that, because sea monkeys are so small, you'd end up with like 1 or 2 less sea monkeys, but the ones that remained got slightly bigger and slightly bigger, depending on what sort of water you put them in. Every kid in the 80s and 90s loved these guys. You know what, I don't know if they even let you sell sea monkeys in the shops anymore, but I'm sorry, but bring back sea monkeys.
Ooh. Yeah, sea monkeys. Always killed them.
Okay, so purely on the fact it's a hot take. So yeah, if you love sea monkeys, comment down below. If you disagree with my position on sea monkeys, comment down below. So the main comments we want are whether you're for or against sea monkeys. If say you had lizards and they did something amazing, or if you had really kind rabbits, or if you had hamsters. Those are the ones I want more comments on. Any more pets which aren't on there? Please comment down below if you think, oh, I forgot a pet. Okay, so we're gonna have overall, okay, towards the top. Man's best friend is clearly a dog. Come on, dog it up. Dog, reliable. We love dogs. They look good. They guard you. They look forward to when you like come home. Sea monkeys, I'm like, absolutely love sea monkeys. Budgies, not much work, but they're not good at keeping secrets. They'll, I don't know, squeak it out, won't they? Lizards, they're there. So I haven't known a lizard to do much, but if you have a pet lizard that does loads of stunts and tricks and stuff like that, please comment down below. Hamsters, they got the hamster balls there, man. They got hamster maze, so like, okay, a bit hard work, but alright. Rabbit, well, it's not quite as fun and kind as the ones from Watership Down, but I'm going to put them smack bang in the middle. Potentially dangerous. Cats can scratch you. You think they'll be your pet, but then they'll wander off and find a different owner that they prefer, and then when they return, they scratch you, and they like survive. They got like 9 lives, or so they say, and they scratch you. Did I not say they scratch you? Snake. Those who only just joined, I'll explain the snake situation again very briefly before then. Okay. When I was in college, please know I can't remember which college it was. I'm not going to mention the college because I can't remember which college it was. I had a friend, I can't remember his name. And I'm not going to mention the name because I generally cannot remember his name. And he had a pet snake. And I was thinking, well, snakes are meant to be for snake charmers, or meant to be in films like Sinbad and Aladdin. And what's that? There's a movie called Anaconda. That's a bloody snake.
You've watched recently?
Okay, so that's why I'm going to put snakes there, potentially dangerous. This is a hot take. Snakes are potentially dangerous.
100%.
And sorry, goldfish that you take ages and ages that you try really hard winning from fair. They get given a plastic bag. Either they suffocate in a plastic bag, or when you move them from plastic bag to dry land to bowl, if that's not the right water in the bowl, to die. These they're like good fish last for ages, but these goldfish type that you win from fairs, they die too quickly. You might as well just get yourself ready for bird's eye, my friends, because this is like as good as fish finger. So, okay, so I'm like, there you go. So, from bottom to top, dies too quickly, fish finger. Potentially dangerous, scratch you all over a cat. Also, if you've seen my Dangerous Animals channel, you got dangerous cats on there, on the Dangerous Animal video. And then, of course, you got also potentially dangerous. It is a hot take. A pet snake. Then moving up, okay but hard work. Hamster in a hamster ball or hamster maze. And then Watership Down, rabbit. Then moving up to good but does nothing. Birds, well, they'll sit on the perch. They might speak to you, they might not. Not very good at telling secrets or keeping secrets. Lizards, what do they actually do? If you got a pet lizard and they do loads of stuff and loads of tricks, please post a comment. A pet everyone loved in the 80s and 90s if you were a kid, and then your reliable pet dog. And that is it for the pets. If you have a pet, click the like button. If you have a pet and it's not here, comment down below. If you've got a lizard and it does loads of stuff, comment down below. If you're not happy with my pet order, comment down below. If you're happy with the pet order, comment down below. If you haven't got any pets but you want a pet, comment down below saying what pets you want. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. If you're subscribed, share with your friends. And there you have it. To have a pet or not to have a pet? That is a question. Who knows? And yet, well, who cares to that question? Don't have nightmares.